come together and take a decision, have an election, and somebody clearly won that election and is announced the winner. What I can't understand, and I think the majority of Nigerians are with me on this, is the fact that having gone into an election with 36 distinguished people, and you leave the election hall, 19 of the 36 vote for one man, and the remainder vote for another, and they only managed to muster 15 votes. And at the end of that day, the ones that had 15 votes will now turn around to say that they won the election. This sort of thing can only happen in Nigeria. I mean, the facts speak for themselves, the numbers speak for themselves. Governor Rotimi Amechi won the election fair and square. And I really don't know what all the song and dance is about. The issues are very clear. And my fear and my concern is this, and I think it's the concern of the overwhelming majority of Nigerians. If it is that in a room of 36 distinguished governors, people that we respect, people that are leading this country, if it is they conduct an election and we have a clear winner, and the losers cannot accept defeat simply because the president or somebody somewhere is telling them not to, then we really have to be very concerned about what may happen in 2015. Because are we to expect the same script to unfold at that time when, and I believe it's going to happen, if President Goodluck Jonathan runs for election on the PDP platform, and if a candidate is put forward by the APC, and the APC remains united, I believe that in that equation and in that situation, the APC is more than likely going to win the presidency. And by the grace of God, that's what will happen. Now, having won, are they going to do the same thing that they've done now? Split the governors' forum, create a faction and say, we won, even though you got 3 votes less? Are you going to say when you lose in 2015 that, okay, let's split the country and we will rule the part that voted for us? This is not the way it's supposed to be. And I, for one, cannot be in a party that plays such games. This is about nation building. It's about the future of our children, our children's children, the future of our nation. And it's about time that people stood up to authority and to power. I'm not one of these that intimidate those that are intimidated by the presidency or anybody, because I believe all power belongs to God. And I am telling you today that the PDP, if it doesn't get its act together soon, is going to create a major problem for Nigeria as a nation. As far as I'm concerned, it's a sinking ship. It is a ship that is beginning to fall at the seams. They're turning on one another. There's no accommodation for any form of being reasonable or rational or fair to one another. It's intimidation, intimidation, intimidation. The only way forward for this country, for each and every one of us now, is to join hands with the APC governors, join hands with Buhari, with Tinubu, join hands with Nuhu Ribadu, El Rufai, and all the others, and Samanda Isaiah, and so many others, and move this country forward and fight the PDP. And that is where I am as from today. Even those saner voices within the PDP itself, what I call the sane voices, the rational voices, and they're few, they're also fighting for survival. People like President Obasanjo, my boss, and he will always be my boss and my oga, somebody that helped build this party to the formidable party that it once was, where everybody had the right to express their view and will settle issues from within. Even under his own time, things were so much better. But the PDP of Obasanjo is not the PDP of today. It is a different party entirely. And even the Obasanjos of this world are not having it easy there because they're not even being fair to him. So what are you talking about? I admire the fact and I respect the fact, and I am eternally grateful for the fact that I served in a government which President Obasanjo led. But I was Obasanjo, not PDP. I was Obasanjo, not PDP. And PDP, as it is constituted today, as it is led today, judging from what we saw, the disgraceful behavior. You lose an election, you come out, you create a faction, split the NGF, and you say that you are the leaders, that you won the election. You now start expelling people from the party after they won an election. They are driving everybody to the opposition. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a good thing. It's the work of God. Nigerians should not be intimidated. They should not be scared. They should stand up and speak to power. Forget about their patronage, they're dispensing. Forget about the fact that they're saying that they will intimidate people, lock people up, arrest people, and so on and so on. All the whispering campaign, all the intimidation, it will not work anymore.
Let's put this straight.
It's just that I don't like to voice these things out because I have many, many good friends that have been in the PDP. I've been with them for many years. But if you look at my write-ups, I've been more critical of this government probably than anybody else in this country in terms of my write-ups, in terms of my contributions on specific issues. That's how I prefer to do it. But, you know, everything has come to a head now. My closest friends are no longer in the PDP. El Rufai is not there. Ribadu is not there. So many others. Those of us that have been there and try to bear it despite the awful stench that we keep on, you know, that keeps coming, the waft of corruption and evil that keeps coming from that direction. We just managed to just hold our nose and stay there, but not anymore. Every right-thinking person, after what we saw, what we witnessed, the charade we witnessed, you know, yesterday or day before yesterday with this NGF election, where 36 governors went in, voted for one man to become the chairman of the NGF. Everybody voted. There was a clear election, even if it's by one majority. This was a 3 majority. He won the election. And then you now came out and said, no, it wasn't so. That there were some endorsements before that time, and you're sticking by the endorsement is different to election. And we must not send the wrong signal to our children or to our children's children. We must not destroy this democracy. Either you believe in democracy or you do not believe in democracy. No election can be teleguided by the president or by the presidency. No election can be scuttled by the president or the presidency. No matter how much power you have, no matter how much money you have, no matter what organs of the state apparatus you have to destroy and crush people, let them know that there is a God in heaven that rules in the affairs of men, and they should learn to fear God. Amechi won that election fair and square. And what you are doing by persecuting him, as you've persecuted so many others, is to make him into a hero in this country. You're making him into a hero, and there are many Amechis within the ranks of the PDP that are still there, that are yearning to go. It's only a matter of time.
So,
each person is entitled to vote according to his conscience, and you know, I have no issues about who voted which way. It's a matter of choice. It's a matter of what you want to do.